Hello and welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jenn. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot, and I'm a Soulful Revolution certified tarot reader, spiritual advisor, and a healing and manifestation coach. Each week on my channel, I do a weekly energy forecast where we look at what is coming at us for the week ahead. I look into the astrology that's coming at us for the week. I share any angel messages that I've been receiving via angel numbers or any other way that they want to show up. And I pull cards to get a read of the energy as well. So if this sounds in alignment with you, then I invite you to stay tuned and see what's coming at us. All right. And I also am available for private readings. That information will be in the description box below. All right. So before we get started, I want us to take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call in the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right. So some of you may notice that I have changed the looks up a little bit. So I have finally taken time to learn how to use StreamYard, and I'm so excited. And the main reason why I wanted to do that is because it gives me the ability to be able to share 2 screens at the same time. So when I'm pulling cards, you'll be able to see the cards. And so I'm so excited about just that one feature right there, not to mention being able to just kind of pretty it up in a way that I've never been able to do before. And then also, if you've been following the spiritual view, we just had our 4th episode aired last night, and we were talking about the summer solstice and the full moon in Capricorn. And I will link that information up here. I very much invite you to check it out. But so that was also a reason why I was looking into StreamYard, because just for what we're doing over there, I want us to have a lot more functionality, and this right here is just going to give us so much more. I'm so excited. I've been geeking out all morning, and I'm just yay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the reading for the week. I'm going to share, let's see. All right, so for the astrology, we didn't have a whole lot of new stuff really happening this week. I didn't see any major transits that I really wanted to focus on. So we're still just really dealing with the energy from the summer solstice that happened on the 20th, and then the full moon in Capricorn that happened yesterday. And then, the interesting thing about this full moon in Capricorn is that we're actually having another full moon in Capricorn on July 21st. And so that's not typical. Typically, that should have been a full moon in Aquarius, but I think it's because we had the leap year that kind of threw the dates a little bit to give us this double full moon in Capricorn energy. And the way that I have felt that we were working with that is really about our work. It's about the things that we're trying to, our career. That's really the part that I'm connecting the most with, that is our career. And I've just had way too many readings right now where so many people are going through career shifts that I do think that this energy is being very useful to help you move into these new areas of your life. And so for the angel numbers, 344 has absolutely been the loudest. Everywhere I look, that one has been just really screaming. And so the theme of 344 is divine timing. It has trust in divine timing. Everything happens for a reason. Even in challenges, we are remaining in trust. And so I just feel like that right now, the 3D really isn't lining up with what we think that it should, what we have been manifesting. I think that the 3D has been very deceptive in the reality of where we're actually headed. I think that it looks way worse than what it actually is. And I think that that's the thing that we're really needing to focus on with the message of 344 is just that even in what feels challenging, we're to remain in trust, because everything is working out for us. Everything is happening for a reason. There's a reason why, certain things show up in our life. And I talk about a lot about just accepting just what is, not having resistance to whatever is showing up in front of you right now, not saying this shouldn't be happening in my life. There's a reason why this is showing up in your life, and so you're supposed to be looking at it as to what is the lesson I'm supposed to gain from this, where's the blessing in this. So everything that's showing up in your life right now, you're supposed to be looking for the blessings in it. It may not feel good, but there's a blessing somewhere to be found, and so you need to be just searching through everything for what is the actual meaning of this situation being in my life. And so the next number that's been, consistently loud is 144. And I just hear this as a wake up call to, it's the spiritual awakening. This is the theme of spiritual awakening. It is spiritual awakening and enlightenment. You have the power to manifest your dreams. You are an eternal spirit being having a human experience, in which that's what the spiritual awakening really is. It's awakening to the reality that you are a soul having a human experience, not the other way around. And so when you can really see yourself on that soul level, you're able to let go of this 3D that we keep talking about a lot easier, because you see it from this higher perspective. You start seeing how these pieces work together for you and not against you. And so I also see 144. It just always reminds me of that 144,000 that's mentioned in the Bible. And I don't see that as a literal only 144,000 people get to go to heaven. I see that as the activation of the DNA, the Christ consciousness DNA inside of us. And so I do, because this number has been so loud and I keep seeing it everywhere, I think that there is a massive spiritual awakening happening again at this time. I've seen it. There have been people who I have been shocked by, who are having conversations with me now that I never expected them to have. And like, I'm just seeing that they are just like open. There's just an openness right now. And there is a hunger for truth. There's a hunger for knowledge. There's just like, you can feel it really in the energy, very loud right now, that there's a big shift that is coming. And I mean, it might have been motivated by fear of just like what the 3D is showing us, and knowing that we don't want to keep repeating that. We cannot keep repeating that. And that's causing people to really like, well, what can we do? It's inspiring them to kind of really wake up to see things from that higher level perspective. And so the other number, because we had 344, 144, 44 is just a constant part of this. And that is about angelic protection and guidance. And so that's the part I want you to really focus on the most, is that you are protected and you are guided. And just as you're looking at just whatever's happening around you, again, let's look at everything as there's a blessing in this. There's something here for me in this. There's a lesson to be learned from this. Instead of being resistant to this is showing up in my life, and it shouldn't be. Say it's a job loss, a relationship loss, whatever. Instead of looking at those as like, oh no, why did this happen to me? Let's find out. Where's the blessing in this? Why did this happen for me? Why did this happen for me? Because everything is happening for you to get you on your highest version of yourself. And so if you can take that lesson and grow with it, that's what's going to get you there. All right. So let's remove this. All right. So the angel numbers were pretty powerful this week. And like I said, that 344 was the loudest of all. And it's just reminding you about the divine timing. And I do want to mention that divine timing is not about God sitting up there and saying, okay, now it's time for Jennifer to have this. Now it's time for this person to have that. That's not how that works. Divine timing happens when you are in alignment. It's up to you. It's up to you. So when you get into alignment with the things that you're wanting to bring into your life, the manifestations, because they're all out there. In fact, the fact that you have that desire is already connected you to that manifestation. So all you have to do is now align yourself to it. And so just, I do talk about, I am a healing and manifestation coach. Really, that is what I've been doing with my own life for the past, probably the whole life, but definitely for the past 5 or 6 years, that has been absolutely my focus. And it started with self-love. In fact, I would say in 2021 is where I got the most focused about that. And so in January of 2021, that's when I just decided I am going to focus on self-love. I didn't even understand what that was at that time. And the girl that I was, that's not who I am today. I had to become this person. I had to learn how to be this person in order to align with the manifestation of being this person who actually lives in self-love, who's actually living a life that she does love, that, she's growing into this life that she loves. So, that's what I'm trying to show you with every one of these readings, is how you can do that same thing. And it is just through the divine timing. And I knew at the time that I started that, I knew in January of 2021, I knew that give me a couple of years and that woman was not even going to be recognizable anymore. I knew at the time that that decision was huge and that it was going to take me, into this whole other reality if I took that path. And so that's the invitation that I'm giving to you today, is like, if you are looking at me right now and having any little bit of jealousy, don't. This is your moment to start. This is your moment where you can start now making that decision, and look at where you can be in just a couple of years. And I know, like, it goes so fast. It goes so fast, and you will continue to grow every day. And in fact, it will take you, years to become the highest version, but you're growing throughout the whole process. So you are becoming new versions over and over and over and over throughout the whole process of that, transformation. And so it's not like you just stayed in that same energy the whole time that you started in. You grew in that energy. All right. So let's go ahead and start pulling some cards. All right. I'm going to use the Moonology, since we are still in that full moon energy. I'm going to use the Archangels deck. Just pull one card from that, and then I'm going to pull from the Angel Guide, and then we'll be using the Light Seers Tarot to pull the rest of the reading. All right, so let's just start with the Moonology. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this one up too, since that's why I did this. All right. So let's start with the Moonology. Only messages for your highest good, and anything that you need to hear will come out in this reading today. I'm setting that intention. All right. So, what can we expect from this full moon energy? This full moon in Capricorn. What can we expect from this full moon energy? All right. These did not spread as well as I would have liked them to. All right. So, what can we expect with this full moon energy? Let's go here. Reach for the moon. Go for it. All right. Reach for the moon. Go for it. All right. I'm going to say, since I'm doing this part right here, I'm not really laying them out. I'm going to keep this screen big so that you can see the cards. All right. So go for it. This is the time when we are really going after our dreams. I really do believe that, especially since we have Neptune at that 29 degrees of Pisces, and then also Saturn still in Pisces. It's about, we're doing the work to bring our dreams into reality. And so we are just at that moment now where we're given that opportunity. And that's what I feel like this full moon in Capricorn really is doing for us, giving us the opportunity to really go after our dreams. So reach for the moon. That is page 110. Go for it. If you were hoping that the cards would confirm that you can get what you want, you're in luck. This card comes with a message. Go for it. In other words, it's all there for you to win. If you've been doubting yourself or questioning your ability to achieve a goal or to make something work, this card reminds you that you're magical and amazing and you should rise to the challenge. Go forward with the positive expectation that everything can work out exactly as you'd like it to. The road ahead might stretch you a little, and you may have to call on resources that you didn't even know you had. So try not to become upset or even resentful if things don't just unfold exactly the way that you want. There's a reason why it's all developing the way that it is. And part of that reason could well be because it's helping you to grow as a person, possibly on a spiritual level. But one thing is certain, definitely go for it. So, additional meanings for this card: don't give up, aim even higher, success is within your grasp, challenges can be character building, belief makes the seemingly impossible possible. I love the connection to this with the angel messages that have already come out. And so, the reminder there about whatever is showing up, it's for you. There's a reason why it's showing up for you. If it feels harder than you thought it was going to be to achieve this manifestation, there's a reason for it. It is growing you. And so, again, just getting back into just my own personal transformation, you can watch it on my channel. Literally, you watch it on my channel. And just, I'm learning just like one little increase, just 1% increase, 1% increase. Just every time I learn just a little something new and I just implement each new thing, that's the thing that's sort of shifting me, just keeps shifting me up and up and up until I'm getting to where I'm wanting to go. And that's the same way that it's going to happen for you. And so, this idea that things are supposed to happen overnight, there are manifestations that can happen just like that. The majority of them are not like that. So the majority of them, they're going to happen in little increments. But see, as long as you see little progressions, even no matter how tiny, as long as you are seeing little progressions, those progressions are getting you there. And so that you need to be thankful for just each little thing. And like I said, everything that's coming into your life, when you put that manifestation out there, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. And so each thing that's coming at you on that path as you're trying to get to this place is preparing you in some sort of way, because you didn't know. If you had already known how to be this person, you would have already been there. So since you don't know, there's a lot of things that are going to come on the path that you are going to still have to learn in order to get you to this place. All right. So let's go ahead and pull from the angel guide. Okay. So what is the angelic guidance for us for this week? Angelic guidance for this week. Expect miracles. Oh my goodness. So we're going after our dreams, and you better expect miracles to come with it. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay, expect miracles. And this is a really big week for me as well, because this is my last week at my day job. Thursday will be my last day at the real estate company that I've been working for. And I mean, it's very bittersweet because I have loved the job. I love the people that I work with, but it's also, this is my path. This is my path, and it's opening up. And like, I know, like, this expands me in ways that the other couldn't. And I mean, like I said, it's bittersweet. It's going to be emotional, but yeah, I've been Nervous, scared. There's lots. There's a lot of emotions that come with this decision, and so getting this one, the go for it. Like I've already done it, so I can't go back on what I'm doing. But the expect miracles, like any of the positive stuff, I need that right now. I need that to continue to be able to move forward and not let that fear overtake me. And so I hope that you're taking these positive messages too, and that no matter what we're seeing around us, because there have been some things that have scared me about this decision, like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure this is the path? But that's just, it's trusting, and it's trusting over what we are seeing. It's having the faith. That's what faith is. It really is about what we're not seeing. It's the faith of what we know. All right, so expect miracles. Miracles occur naturally. They are always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift of energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen, or you are praying hard for something, this card brings you the message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. Realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles, and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles. They are happening all the time, and the miracle that you need isn't a difficult one, because it's in the hands of because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. Place yourself in a golden light and remember that the light of God is within you, right there in the heart of your being, your soul. Good things can happen for you, but in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it really is possible. You could be seeing the miracle you need is as impossible or even as too big for you to achieve. Ultimately, this is exactly what is blocking it from happening. So change it now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open your mind and heart and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that it is already in your life now. Feel grateful for all of the blessings, and you will allow the miracles that you deserve to unfold. And it's just coming back to that the least effective form of manifestation is hope, and the most effective form is knowing. And so, whenever we're trying to bring anything into our lives, if we are sitting here in this energy of, I hope this happens, I hope this works out, I hope, like you're just praying, you can feel the desperation of that energy. And that energy actually says you don't have that in your life, and you actually don't believe that it's going to show up. That energy is not belief. That I hope is not belief. That is, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to happen. That is not belief. Belief is what you know. Belief is what you know to be true. And so the most effective form of manifestation is knowing. And it's like, how do I know? How can I know? Well, do you trust? Do you trust that God has your best interest? Do you trust that everything works out for you? Like, that's where you've got to look at your belief systems, because if you don't believe that everything works out for you, that's the belief system. The opposite of that is things don't work out for you. That's your belief system. And I think it's interesting that I'm even talking about that, because I watched Inside Out 2 yesterday, and I love the first. I love the first movie, and this one was just like it made me emotional. And it could be this Cancer energy that we're in, and I am a Pisces, and I'm extra emotional anyways. It could be all that, but it did. It made me emotional because it was talking about how belief systems are formed. And like what they were trying to do at the beginning of the movie was trying to remove any of the negative things that happened in her life, so that she wouldn't have this sense of self that included any negative beliefs. So we do have to have like the combination. We can't just have it all good. I think that might be where narcissists come from, or the all bad. Like we have to have this like it's a balanced. We have to have that balance because it has to be realistic as well. Because there are some belief systems, that they do like they do make sense. They protect us. So then that's what our belief systems really they are for, is that they help shape who we are, who we think we are, our sense of self, and how we operate in this world. And so, if you have a belief system that is saying that things don't work out for you, like if you really do believe that things just don't actually work out for you, but the fact that you're still here today shows that things are working out for you, shows that things keep working out for you. I'm like, I see people who literally have nothing. They have no job, they have no home, and somehow they continue to survive. Things are still working out for them. And, it may not be like the most extravagant version of working out, but things are still working out for them. And so you have to have at least that level of belief if you really want your biggest manifestations to come in, is everything is always working out for you, and that anything that's coming into your life is meant for you, not happening to you, it's happening for you. And so that it can be used to get you to this higher version, this higher place that you're wanting to be, that everything is constantly growing and expanding you. All right, so I'm going to pull from the Archangel's Oracle, and I just want to see what Archangel is with us this week with a message. All right, so what Archangel is with us this week? They brought in new emotions in that one this time, and one of them was anxiety. Whew, did I relate to that one? All right. We have Raguel, waves of healing. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. So we have Archangel Raguel. Okay. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Raguel, friend of God, is the pearly white androgynous angel of harmony. They work very closely with all those who call upon them to bring an end to conflicts and challenges. This powerful archangel helps us to remember the importance of relationships and brings to our awareness the limiting stories of our family history so that we can heal and change. They work closely with Michael and Zedekiel. All are angels of justice who help bring peace, calm, and righteousness to the earth. Whenever Raguel is close, it means that you are moving through a great healing. A wave of harmony is washing over your life now, and you can find harmony and resolution to conflicts both internal and external. If you have had disagreements with those around you, ask yourself what you can do to be more open and honest, and how you yourself can show up with the energy or needs that you feel you are lacking. This will help you to be received and understood. Angels are guiding you to stand down from fighting and arguing. Take a step back and call them in and allow them to work their magic. Your heart is calling for a restoration of peace, so it's important to tune in and really ask how that looks and feels for you. If you're in a mental battle with what your instincts are telling you to do, know that your instincts aren't the holiest version of you, for they contain your genetic blueprint and therefore the limiting stories and beliefs of your family lineage. You are here to create a new and more advanced version of that story, one that is whole, healed, and complete. You are in process, but you are also in progress. And so, again, this connects me back to the spiritual awakening that is kind of happening on a very collective level right now. And the healing that I think that is happening is connected to the belief systems that I was just talking about with the last card. I think that um, we are realizing how much we were influenced by the cultures that we grew up in, by the families, by the people that we surround ourselves with. In fact, you are most like the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Like if you want to know what your belief system looks like, look at the 5 people that you're spending your time with, because they are all echoing it back to you usually. And because it's really hard to be of one belief inside of a group, that one person will get shoved out so fast. So I mean, like, you tend to kind of flock together. So if you're trying to grow and expand yourself, you change the people that you are with, you change the rooms that you are in, so that you want to be surrounded by the people who are the energy that you're trying to become and embody, because you will expand with them. And like, that's what I love about the spiritual view. That's what we are all doing for each other with the spiritual view. We connected ourselves together. We were all these little islands, all on our own, trying to figure this out. When we got our whole group together, that we, and it's still even growing for us too. But when we got this group together, now then, like, we have all the combined knowledge that is just like, we're growing so much faster. Everybody is expanding together. And it's like, we don't get, like, when we have those moments where it takes us down, because we have that group that we're connected with, and we can go to that group and not just be here on our little solo island. That group helps lift us back up, and it helps give us the perspective that we need, that helps us continue to go forward on that path that we're trying to manifest in, to help us get into the alignment with that manifestation. So I do think that we have, just this healing coming in of the belief systems. We are learning what belief systems, have really been holding us back, and the ones that, we need to let go of, and the ones that we really need to start embracing, like everything is working out for you. All right, so let's go ahead and start pulling some cards from the tarot. So I will share my screen again now. All right. So let's see what is coming at us this week. And I think I'm going to do a Celtic cross. Now, that's a really big spread, but it's going to give us the energy of the week. It's going to show me the path. All right, so show me the path that we are on as a collective. Let's see what is happening for us this week as a collective. All right, so the bottom of the deck is what you don't see coming. So we have the King of Swords. So that is leading with logic. We have the Page of Cups. So these two cards actually, they kind of don't go well together. Let me see if I can, well, you can't see it very well. Show it here. Oh, I can. All right, so these two cards right here, they don't go very well together, because you've got one is very logical, and then the other is this great big dreamer. But I do think that we do need more of that energy of the dreaming big. I think that we need to get out of just this very logical energy that is here with this King of Swords, and get into the more of the dreamer state, because the other card here, the Page of Cups, is the When Pigs Fly card. And so I think that that's really where we need to move ourselves to, is that, yes, we need to be logical in, the way that we're moving forward, but we also need to allow ourselves the possibility to dream really big, because that's, like, don't hold yourself back. Just don't hold yourself back. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. So that is fresh start energy. That might be my better way right here, right? All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. That is a fresh start energy. We have the Star. So that is wishes granted. Wishes granted. So when you put in the work, it's going to pay off. We have the Lovers. So that is that's a high level soulmate connection. This is making a very difficult but emotional decision. It's choosing love. And it is manifesting in a new opportunity. And it is the opportunity to be a beginner at something. All right, so we will look more into that after I get everything laid out. All right, so current energy is, let's see, the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords means we've gotten really clear about what it is that we're wanting, and we are going directly after it. Now, the one thing that I caution with this card is that sometimes they think that they are the only one who knows the way, that they're the only ones, that there's only one way to do something. So it's like, don't be so rigid. That's it. Don't be so rigid, but you do know what you want. And I think that that's a big step, is to know what you want. That's like the first step of manifestation, is knowing what you want, knowing what direction you're going. The soul is calling for us to break free from these self-imposed prisons with this Eight of Swords. This is about the stories that we've been telling ourselves. You know, what do you really believe to be true about your manifestations? What do you believe to be true about what's happening in your reality? Do you believe things are happening to you, or do you believe that they're happening for you? Do you believe that your manifestations can really come in for you? Okay. What is rising is the Seven of Wands. So there is jealousy in this card. And maybe because so much is working out for you, you can kind of expect that other people are going to be like, why is it working for you and not me? But again, that's why I pointed out at the beginning of this reading, you know, if people are watching me right now and they're feeling any bit jealous about where I'm at, where I'm headed, all of that, just know I had to start somewhere. I started, you know, years ago. And so you can make that start too. You don't have to be jealous. You can make that start too. But that's where I'm saying right here with this, other people are now looking at you. Other people are now looking at you, and they're having that same jealousy feeling that I, you know, was mentioning earlier. And I think that it's just, you need to show them. You need to explain to them, well, here's how I got here. You can come too. Here's how I got here. But just do know that you are being protected and you are being guided with this card as well. I will probably adjust this because I see that you're not going to be able to see this very closely. Let me see. Let me see if I can adjust that right now. I'm going to pause this. Hold on. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's a little bit better, hopefully. All right, so what is falling away for us is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is about our expectations. It's about this waiting. It's a holding. It's waiting for the ships to come in. So I think that our ships are literally coming in. I think that's what the message of this is. We're not having to wait anymore. The angel's gifts, we have Temperance. So this is Archangel Michael, and this is the patience. This is, we were having to have patience. This was getting everything in balance, moderation, not too much of this, not too little of that. It was really just doing everything that we needed to help bring the manifestations in. It just took time. What is manifesting is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about our belief systems. And so I do think that we have a change in our belief systems coming. And this also connects me to a spiritual awakening as well. Just, I mean, you see just how he's just like, just the straight up to God, just the information, just like he's laughing. And I did not know that it could be, you know, this simple. I didn't know it could be like just expansive. I didn't, like, he's laughing at just, didn't know. I didn't know. And that's one of the things that I like. The reason why I connect this with the spiritual awakening is because this reminds me of just the energy that I felt myself in when I had my spiritual awakening, was just this, oh my goodness. You know, I had so much wrong, but it was just like I was laughing because it was just the most incredible experience of my life. And so I think that that's just this aha moment of just, oh my goodness, about our beliefs, how our beliefs had been holding us back. I think that that's what's manifesting, is this new level of awakening is coming. Our next steps are the Ace of Cups. So I think that this is opening your heart to be able to receive the good things that are coming in, no longer blocking our heart from, you know, the manifestations. I think that this is also this believing that everything is working out for you, believing that, you know, the miracles are coming in. You have to have your heart wide open in order to be able to receive, these good things in. And so that's what I'm getting from this. Our next steps is making sure that we are in this open, receptive energy from our heart space, allowing love to flow in and to flow out. Okay. The past life, our past life experience here is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about what we've already been able to accomplish, the success that we've already been able to accomplish. Like, it's just building on what we've already done. Like, every little bit of success is growing and expanding, and it's just what we've already done. I think it's really being mindful to, like, take stock of how far you've already come. I think that's really the message here is look how far you've come already. And so if that doesn't motivate you to let you see how far you still could go, and look how far you came so quickly. I mean, because these transformations that I'm seeing in people right now are just fast, super, just like life-changing within, just instantaneously. Usually it's just like this big shift that happens, and then within 6 months they're completely different people. And so just think about how far you've already come, what you've already achieved, and let that be the motivator for where you're still going. Your ancestors' advice is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is, it's time to take action. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. You've sat there long enough, wishing and dreaming, looking at everybody else and wishing that that could be you. And there's no reason why it can't be you. All you have to do is start taking actions towards the things that you're wanting. You start making the plans, and you start seeing, like, just one thing. What one thing I can do today that's going to help move me closer towards the things that I'm saying I'm wanting. And it is going to be uncomfortable. This card is talking about getting out of your comfort zone. But what I have learned is that everything that I want is on the other side of fear. And so you're not going to get what you want by staying comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is absolutely uncomfortable. All right. So our hopes and fears are the Sun. So we want joy, we want expansion. We want it all. Like, this is the I want it all card. And I love this is just like all of the information of the universe. Like, I want to be connected to just all that is. All right. So what is the potential outcome? This is throwing me a little bit. I am going to have to relearn how to read based off of this. Okay. So potential outcome. We have the Six of Cups. So I feel like that there is some dream that from childhood that is now being realized. This is a connection back to something from your childhood, something that you did not think was ever possible. I think that you're getting to really heal some of this inner child. I'm very much connected with inner child healing here, but there's some dream. It's something from your childhood is getting to be realized now. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is something that you've been working on for a very long time. You put a lot of effort into it, and it does have the staying power. It's got a solid foundation. And the Eight of Pentacles, this is mastery. This is something that, again, you've worked really hard, and now it's about to pay off for you. So this definitely feels connected with a career move of some sort, and it just looks like it's going in the most wonderful positive direction. And so let's just see what does our situation look like in 1 week. We have the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, whoa. All right. So what is the Seven of Swords here, though? So we've got, the King and Queen of Pentacles this is a divine pair right here. This is a very stable, abundant, comfortable pair. So, I mean, this could be an amazing partnership right here with the King and Queen of Pentacles. That connects me to Capricorn energy as well. This connects me with Taurus energy. So with the Seven of Swords, what is the secret here? What is the secret? we have the Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So someone is manifesting an ending. And this is about communicating that. This is a message. Yeah, this is a message that's coming in. So what's the ending? The Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So the Chariot is something that's happening very quickly. I do feel it's connected with family. So this could... I just feel like this takes you in a whole different direction. I think that, especially looking at this, because this is about movement as well. I feel like this ending is taking you in a whole new direction. It's giving you a much more stable, abundant family life, a much more peaceful, calm life. So that is the secret. Someone is manifesting an ending. And then they're wanting to come towards you. I think that's, yeah, they're wanting to come towards you super quickly to bring in this happy family, peaceful life. All right, what does this situation look like in 1 month? We have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and Judgment. So with the Eight of Cups, that is walking away from the things that no longer serve you. And I feel like because we are walking to this Two of Cups, this is the high-level soulmate connection. We're walking towards a partnership of some sort. And since this is really being connected with the career, this definitely could be a career partnership. With the Judgment, this is, it is a decision that has to be made, but this is your calling. I feel like you're partnering in with someone to work towards your calling. And with the King and Queen of Pentacles, if that's your partner, this is going to be an extremely abundant partnership connection. Wow. But so we have in 1 week is when I feel like that connection will make itself known, but I don't think it fully comes together until 1 month is when that decision point will come in. So I feel like whoever this King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, that connection is, that's going to it will actually come together in about a month. That decision point comes in about a month. All right, so what is your best move forward right now? We have the Four of Swords, the Hermit, and the Five of Pentacles. Wow, these are very similar energy of they're kind of just pulled back energy. So with the Four of Swords, this is about rest, healing. So right now, I feel like, okay, so I saw this somewhere else, that we are in this energy of pause. I feel like that this year has just been a force for so many people. It's moved so quickly. It has pushed so much forward. So many lives have been truly transformed through this year that I think that we are being given opportunity right now to just sort of rest. And I think that feels uncomfortable because we've had so much forward movement that this moment of the pause feels uncomfortable because it feels like, oh, where's the momentum? We had momentum moving. This is giving us opportunity to rest and heal, to catch our breath before that next wave comes in. And so we have the Hermit, which is also this time of solitude and self-reflection. It's a time of inner guidance, seeking your inner guidance. It's about meditation. It's about we're not talking to everybody else as we're trying to figure out this path that we're taking moving forward, because we don't want to let their belief systems start affecting what we actually believe to be true for our path. But we do have to get out of our heads. With the Five of Pentacles, this is about feeling left out in the cold. So this is about the mindset. And so, like, do not let what you see in the 3D, do not let that start making you believe, start forming your beliefs. Go find your beliefs, hold to your beliefs. What do you believe to be true? Is that everything is working out for me. And if you believe that everything is working out for me, then when something shows up that makes you feel like that it's not working out, then that's your opportunity then to be able to ask the question, what lesson am I supposed to learn from this? How am I supposed to grow from this experience? How does this experience get me to where I am wanting to go? All right. So I'm going to close this out with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. All right. So what can we do right now to help bring our manifestations in? Release negative habits. And that is a 44 card, which 44 was one of our angel numbers. So we all form habits and patterns in our lives, whether in thought or in action. But like a pair of comfortable old slippers, there comes a time when they outgrow their value to us, and we must let them go. Do something different today that shakes you out of your usual way of responding, and have fun doing so. And so I just get connecting it back to just that same message that I've been kind of telling the whole time. Let me see if I can get this to focus on this card. The same message of, like, how do you typically respond when things aren't going the way that you think that they're supposed to go? I think that's the habits that we're looking at, and knowing that, you know, we're not going to panic. We're not going to freak out. We're going to think, okay, there's a lesson here. There's a reason why this is showing up for me. And so we're going to inspect, and we're going to have a curiosity, not a panic, not a fear. We're going to change the story. We're going to change the emotion. We're going to change the vibration. We're going to get out of fear when things are showing up that we're trying to be resistant of. And we're going to get into this energy of curiosity. Why is this here? What can I learn from this? What can I gain from this? All right. So, I almost want to go deeper because I didn't even do any clarification or anything, but I've already gone long enough. So I am going to close this out here. We do have really big things coming. I'm going to, let's see, stop sharing the screen. We do have really big things coming this week, and expect miracles. I really do think that we need to get in that mindset. We do have to shift the mindset in order to really start living in that highest timeline for ourselves. And it can happen. It may not be overnight, and you just have to accept every little step, you know, along the process. All right. So if you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I currently post one video a week right now. It is the weekly energy forecast, but I am adding in some new things. Like I added in the Archangel series. So as I'm learning new archangels, I'm going to post videos about that. I am trying out some love readings just to see how that goes. So as my schedule opens, which after next week, my schedule is wide open again. So I will be adding in some new features to this channel. And so just stay tuned, hit the bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes out. And if you are interested in a private reading, that information is in the description box below. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing week. And I do expect miracles for every one of us. I would love to hear what your miracles are. So come back and let me know. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.